I've been filming with the Insta360 Luna Ultra for the last few days, and it has left me with one thought. One of my biggest problems is that I've seen countless amounts of creators and YouTubers just glaze this thing like it's a Krispy Kreme donut. So what I want to do is just take all of these features and give you a breakdown of each and every one of them and tell you whether or not I think it's useful, whether or not I think it's good, and whether or not you would actually use it and I would actually use it. Spoiler alert, some of the features are incredible and some of them are just meh. Quick disclaimer, this thing just froze up on me for no reason, and I don't know, maybe we'll get into that a little bit more later. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the fact that you get two lenses in here. You get a 20mm and you get a 60mm telephoto lens. They both look great, and just being able to have that versatility while you're out filming is invaluable. That's one of the reasons why I actually switched from the Osmo Pocket 3 to the iPhone, just to have that extra versatility of the multiple lenses. Now you can zoom in from 1 to 12 times. Between the 1 and the 3 though, it's all digital, and between the 3 and the 12, it's also all digital. So it's something to keep in mind. You're just cropping in, you're not actually having a true zoom, but it's super helpful when you're out and about and you're just running and trying to get some shots. So the next feature is image quality, and that is absolutely my favorite thing about this camera. The image on this is incredible. I love everything about it. I love the colors behind it. iLog is absolutely breathtaking. I'm very surprised that this is Insta360's first attempt at log, because it just looks so good. And as you can see, the dynamic range really handles the shadows and the highlights really well. I usually dial it back to at least like -0.03. Sometimes I leave it at 0, but absolutely the image quality is the #1 reason. If you're looking to buy this camera, that would be the reason why. The next feature that I really like, although it's not groundbreaking because other gimbals and the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 has done this, but the subject tracking. The fact that I can have a 3x zoom and just walk around and be tracked like this is something that's super useful in a lot of scenarios. Now, is this something I see myself using all the time? I don't know. Maybe it's possible. If you do a lot of behind the scenes and you don't have a second person there to kind of help you out, having this subject tracking, especially with this 60mm lens, that is pretty amazing. I will say that the reliability of the tracking feature has been very good so far, especially when you're in the wide mode. The 3x zoom, it does a pretty good job too. I have yet to have it fail yet, other than maybe like low light or something like that where I just can't see you very well. But as far as reliability goes, this is absolutely a feature that I could see a lot of people using. Now on to probably the one feature that they actually genuinely did innovate on, and that is this detachable screen that has a built-in microphone on it so that you can basically have good audio anywhere you are. And if you're anything like me, I tend to leave stuff at home, forget stuff, or if I have an excuse to not make some content, I'm going to not make the content. So whenever inspiration hits me, I'm ready to go with this. I can take this off and do a video wherever I am, and I don't have to worry about bringing another thing along, having another thing charged all the time. So this feature genuinely is amazing, especially being able to monitor yourself and see everything that you're doing. I can change to different camera lenses. I mean, if anything is innovative and anything deserves the Krispy Kreme treatment, it is this feature about this camera. So a few things that I really just don't like about this camera. #1, it does get a little bit hot when you're filming. Even in just typical 4K 24, it gets warm to the touch. I've only had it for a few days, so it hasn't overheated on me or anything like that. But the fact that it gets hot, it just makes you nervous. You know, it's makes you wonder whether or not it's dependable or not. On top of that, it has been a little bit glitchy on me at times where, you know, I go to close it and try and turn it off, but it's just staying on. I have to like force turn it off when you turn the, it gets frustrating after a while. On top of that, when you're changing features, like you're trying to change the compensation for the exposure, you can't hit record. You have to be out of it completely in order to start recording. It's just a bunch of little things. But is the image quality and the usability of this worth the trade-offs for those few little glitches that potentially might be solved in firmware updates in the future? The answer to that question is absolutely and emphatically yes. All of those quirks are worth getting this camera. The image quality and the usability of this thing is absolutely amazing. I prefer having this to a phone because, you know, you get distracted on your phone. You know, you get so much storage and you have to delete stuff all the time. It gets cumbersome to just be filming on a phone. Unless you're able to have a secondary phone specifically for filming, I just don't love the use and experience of filming with phones. Now, when it comes down to it, I do think that this camera is worth it for specific people. Anyone who is just content creating first, maybe you're a YouTuber, you're just looking to make online content. I think this is absolutely the best camera that you can buy right now for that purpose, for ease of use, for image quality, for all of those reasons. I think you should absolutely buy this camera.